Hi friends, I have another book to share with you about light. It's called Daylight, Nightlight, Where Light Comes From by Franklin M. Bradley. In the morning when you wake up, there is sunlight. Maybe it's cloudy and you can't see the sun, but it really is shining. If you were flying above the clouds, you could see the sun. In the daytime, there is light. That's because the sun is shining on your part of the earth. Even at night when you go to bed, there is light. There may be bright moonlight. Even if the moon isn't out, there may be light from the street or from cars and other houses. There is light around you all the time. When it is dark inside, you turn on a light. When it is dark outside, the street lights come on, or you turn on a flashlight. Even when all these lights are off, there is still some light. It's hard to find a place that is really dark. Sunlight comes from the sun. The sun is very hot. It sends out light to us. Starlight comes from the stars. The stars are also very hot. They send out light to us. Light comes from things that are very hot. The flame of a candle is hot. The light bulb in a flashlight is hot. And the big bulb in a lamp is hot. We call these hot things light sources because light comes from them. Hot things make light. A nail doesn't make light, but suppose there was some way you could heat a nail to make it get hotter and hotter. The nail would get so hot it would produce light. First, there would be a red glow in the room. When the nail got hotter, it would produce a yellow light. And then, light that was almost white. The hotter the nail got, the more light it would make. That's just what happens inside an electric light bulb. When you turn on the switch, the wires inside the bulb get hot. They get so hot that they send out a lot of light. We see things when they get hot enough to make light. But most of the things that we see, chairs, people, trees, grass, rocks, books, they're not hot. They do not send out their own light. We see them because light from the sun or a candle or a light bulb falls on them. When light falls on something, it bounces off again, like a rubber band. When light bounces off something, we say it is reflected or turned around. When light comes off something and is sent to us, we can see that object. We see trees and grass, rocks and birds because the sunlight falls on them. They reflect sunlight to us. We see the moon because sunlight falls on it. The moon reflects sunlight to us. The moon does not make its own light. Moonlight is reflected sunlight. Light from the sun also falls on Venus and Mars and the other planets. The planets and the moon are not very hot like stars. They are not light makers. We see planets because they reflect the sunlight to us. Astronauts in space see the Earth because the Earth reflects sunlight to them. Look around you. How many things do you see that send out their own light? If it's daytime, you'll probably see only one main kind of light from the sun. If it is nighttime, you may see the light from the light bulbs, or might see a candle flame, a campfire, a flashlight, or the stars. How many things do you see that reflect light? Probably hundreds of them. We see most things because they reflect light. Light travels very fast. You can see this when you turn on a lamp at night. All at once, the whole room is filled with light. Point a flashlight at a tree far away. As soon as you turn on the light, you can see the tree. Light travels so fast it can go from the moon to the earth and back in 3 seconds. If you could travel that fast, you could go around the world 7 times in 1 second. Light is just about everywhere. Probably you've never been in a place where there wasn't some light. A dark room seems very dark at first, but after a while, you can see things because there is almost always a little light in every room. Try this experiment. Take a white dish into a room and put it down. Then turn out the light. At first you won't see the dish. Your eyes have to adjust to the darkness. That means your pupils open wider so they can let in more light. Then your eyes can use other light sources, like the street light outside. Pretty soon you may see the white dish. Pull the shade all the way down to make it darker. Maybe you can't see the dish now, but you can probably see where the windows are because of the street lights. It would be darker under your covers on a dark night, or inside a dark closet in a dark room on a dark night. Maybe there would be no light at all. That would be real darkness. There would also be real darkness in a cellar with no windows, or a cave deep under the ground would be really dark. Maybe you can think of other places where it would be really dark. Our world is full of light that comes to us from things that are hot. Most of our light comes from the hot sun, but we get some light from other hot things, like candles and electric lights. All during the day there is sunlight, even on a cloudy day. At night too. The earth is lit by the sun. People say it is lit by moonlight, but you know now that the moon does not make its own light. Moonlight is reflected sunlight. Almost everything we see, books, trees, houses, cars, people, bugs, and birds, reflects light to us. Without light, we could see nothing at all. The end. Did you enjoy that book? Tell me something you learned. I hope to see you all soon. Bye.